So what did you think of our first season?
Honestly, I can't believe we actually got through it, man.
Yeah, it was a lot harder than I thought compared to when we started this thing. But from the feedback that we've gotten from our guests, it seems like they all enjoyed their experience of our first season. Believe it or not, these discussions led to even more quality content that we can include in the official episodes. Some of these conversations even end up being around 2 hours.
And I'm assuming that's because they at least enjoyed the conversation.
I agree, but I do think that being chained to their desks during the interview also played a part. But being conscious of our listeners' time, we created the official versions of the interview after hours of editing to reduce the length and content to the bare essentials. But for those of you who want to hear the full discussions with even more stories and learnings, we have created uncut and bonus episodes that we will be releasing throughout the year.
And next season, we will have a Patreon page to cover the cost of equipment, website fees, marketing, and other operating costs of running the podcast. Starting in season 2, we'll be posting the uncut and bonus episodes a bit earlier on the Patreon page as a thank you to those of you who support us there. But we will release the uncut and bonus episodes to the public as well, as we don't want to impose a paywall for those of you who want to learn. We do believe that access to knowledge should be free.
And because it is only the two of us doing this podcast from end to end, it does take a lot of time and energy to ensure that we provide the best quality for our listeners each season, and therefore we can only produce a maximum of one season per year.
And even though we asked as many challenging questions as we could at the time, we also had to be very tactful in our questions, as it was a privilege to have our guest time in the first place, and we did recognize our delicate positions as new hosts with no real platform.
But now that we've completed the first season, we now have an established space that will allow us to continue developing our skill in asking tough questions over time, and we appreciate your patience during this journey.
Thank you to everyone who gave us their honest feedback. We agree with the points that were made and anticipated most of the feedback, both positive and constructive. And we appreciate you confirming for us our growth opportunity for Season 2.
And speaking of Season 2, let us know what topics you want us to discuss in future seasons by reaching out to us on social media.
Don't forget to follow us on our social media pages on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for updates. If you liked what we discussed in Season 1, feel free to share it with friends and family. We truly appreciate your support.
As always, thank you for listening, and we'll hope you join us in the next season of the Real Talk Roundtable.